Hello again. All right, today's video is going to be used for both Wednesday and Thursday. So if on Thursday you forget the harder, more rigorous examples, you're always welcome to come back and watch it again. Okay, so in Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be doing things like comparing two line plots. These line plots represent the amount of rain that fell for the first 20 days of the month of April. Use the data to answer the questions. Which city had more days of no rainfall? And then how many more of these days did they have? Well, for Riverside, no rainfall will be represented by 0. So each X is a day, and each of these days had 0 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. And then Little Falls, for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So that means Little Falls had one more day. Yeah. Oh, that really looks terrible. Sorry, guys. Then Riverside. All right, how much more rainfall did Riverside receive on their rainiest day than Little Falls' rainiest day? Well, the rainiest day is the opposite of no rain. So 7/8 is the greatest amount of rain that Riverside had, and 6/8 is the greatest amount of rain that Little Falls had. And it says how much more, so I subtract, and it's 1/8 of an inch more for Riverside. Okay. Which city had more days of rainfall over 3/8 inches? And write a comparison expression to represent the data. So over 3/8, well, here's 3/8, so that means everything past it is more than 3/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Riverside, 5 days. And then Little Falls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It actually ends up being a tie. So in that case, symbol is an equal sign. Which city has more days with less than 4/8 inches of rain? All right, so here's where you need to remember your equivalent fractions, because your advanced academics, you're going to see the halfway point. But these are all eighths, so just make sure that you're recognizing that 1/2 is the same as 4/8. Then I know to count everything that comes before it, because we want the ones that are less than 4/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 days for Riverside. Then again, this is worth 4/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we end up having an equal amount again. Doesn't always work that way. Right? Now this one is for Thursday, and this is one of the toughest skills when you deal with line plots. It wants to know the total amount of precipitation, and that means the total amount of rain that fell for April, and then compare the amounts. So the way that I've done it is I go and I start in the line plot itself. All of these days are worth 0, so the total is 0. Each day here is worth 1/8, so 1/8 plus 1/8 is 2/8. Each day here is worth 2/8. 2, 4, 6, 8 for my numerator, and denominator stays the same. 3/8, so 3, 6 for my numerator, and denominator stays the same. Now for this column, I'm going to use 4/8 because when I go to add them, all the denominators will be the same, and I won't have to convert anything. So 4, 8, 12, 16 eighths. And this only has one value because there's only one x. Then down below, I add up all the values. And instead of going straight across, I tend to group them. So 2 plus 8 is 10 eighths, and then 6 plus 7 is 13 eighths, and that leaves me with 16 eighths. Now I feel like it's a lot more manageable. You know how I like to find my chicken scratch space. You're always welcome to do that too. 6 plus 3 is 9, so 39 eighths. But that's improper. We can't leave it. 8 times 4 is as close as I can get without going over. So 4 and 7/8 inches, and that is for Riverside. Now I'm going to go do the same thing for Little Falls. Again, this first column has no value. 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 is 3/8. 2, 4, 6, 8 for the numerator. I'm going to count this as 4/8. 4 plus 4 is 8, and denominator stays the same. And then 6, 12, 18 eighths. Now some people say, can I write a 1 for 8/8? You most certainly can if you want. As long as you find the correct value, you're good to go. All right, so I know that 8 plus 8 is 16, and then 18 eighths. So now I'm down to 3 numerators. All right, so now I know 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 plus 8 is 17. Again, that's improper. All right, so it ends up being 4 and 5/8 inches for Little Falls. So when you want to compare the cities, I'll just write it so we can see it just a little bit easier. And then Little Falls, by just 2/8 of an inch, Riverside has experienced more rainfall than Little Falls. All right, I'm going to show that process one more time, except this time we're going to have mixed numbers. All right, the context of this line plot is the owner of a bookstore needs to ship some books to fill an order. The order includes 15 books. When a shipping box weighs 20 pounds or more, the post office charges an additional fee. The owner would like to avoid this. So using the line plot, we have to answer this question. Should she send the books in one box or two? Explain your thinking, including a comparison expression using one of the symbols to represent the data. All right, so I need to find out how much these 15 books weigh all together. So I'm going to start with my whole number, 1, 2, and then my fraction. 1/6 plus 1/6 is 2/6. Again, 1, 2, 3 for my whole number, 2, 4, 6 for my numerator. Here, I'm going to convert 1/2 to 3/6, so I don't have to worry about doing that later. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for my whole number, 3, 6, 9, 12 for my numerator. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, and then 1, 2, and then 5 plus 5 is 10, and then this one book by itself, remember to convert, 2 and 3/6 pounds. Now I'll write my addition sentence down here. right, again, like I did before, I'm going to group them. And I'll make my addition equation shorter. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 6, 8, 6. 4 plus 3 is 7. And 12 plus 12 is 24. 2 plus 2 is 4. And 10 plus 3 is 13. All right. And I know that 5 plus 4 is 9, and 9 plus 7 is 16. And then I know that 4 plus 3 is 7, and 7 plus 8 is 15. Okay, and our denominator is 6. So 45/6 is improper. 6 times 7 is as close as I can get. So it converts to 7 3/6 pounds. But we can't forget our original whole number. We have to combine the two. 16 plus 7 is 23. And then the numerator is joined. Now you, of course, can write 23.5 if you want, but it's not required. Actually, it's LBS. Silliest abbreviation ever. All right, so now that we know how much all the books weigh, we can go back and we can answer a question. We know that 20 pounds causes you to have an extra fee, so we want to be under that. 23 3/6 pounds is what the books weigh. So when we write the comparison symbol, we see that the books weigh more than the fee, which means that the fee will get applied. So she should use 2 boxes to avoid this extra fee that's pretty heavy. All right, so best of luck to you, and I'll talk to you later.